Hello everyone, welcome back to English Gurukul. Today we are going to learn very important lesson from very important part, Verb. So let's get started. So please write along with me. All of you should write, my friend, Verb. And already I have defined Verb by giving an example of state of being, state of possession, action of doing, and action of happening. I hope that all of you understood the concept of verb. How can you define it? Because unless you define verb, you cannot proceed in the forward direction. Okay, and because of that reason, we need to have the clarity how can we define verb. And also I have defined that verb has been categorized, verb has been divided into three parts: finite, non-finite, and helping verb. And those who did not watch the video, please watch it first, then you watch this video. Okay, first of all watch the previous one. So today I gonna discuss, already I have made you understand about the transitive verb. What, my friend? Transitive verb. Yes or no? Transitive verb, intransitive verb, linking verb, all those concepts already I have discussed. All those concepts. Transitive verb, what is transitive verb? Transitive verb is a verb which always takes an object. It is called the transitive verb. And what is called intransitive verb? What is called intransitive verb? Intransitive verb is a verb which does not take any sort of object. It is called the intransitive verb. Intransitive verb is a verb which does not take any object. Okay, and linking verb is a verb which always take the complement, and complement be either will be noun or adjective. Already I have defined it by setting many examples. Yes or no? So today this transitive verb also has been categorized, has been divided into different parts. But one or two parts today I gonna discuss with all of you. First one is monotransitive verb. What? Write down, my friend, monotransitive verb. Monotransitive verb. Monotransitive verb. Okay, this transitive verb has been divided into different parts: monotransitive verb, ditransitive verb, ambitransitive verb. Okay, so what I want to say, if you first of all you have to understand what is transitive verb, because unless and until you have any idea about the transitive verb, so how could it possible for you to understand about monotransitive verb. And it is my recommendation to all of you, first of all you have to watch the previous videos, then you can visit this video, then you watch again. That would be good. Otherwise what happened, you could not understand what I am talking about. Now here is written monotransitive verb. What does monotransitive verb mean to us? Monotransitive verb is a verb. Already you have understood what is transitive verb. Yes or no? What does transitive means? Transitive means that the verb which always takes an object. Always takes an object. Transitive. Here is, I have written mono. What does mono means? Mono means one. Mono means one, single. So monotransitive verb is a verb which always takes a single object. That means after monotransitive verb we have to use the object, not double or triple object, only single object will be there. Only single object. Let me give an example. If I write here, I play cricket. I play cricket. Okay, I have written this example, I play cricket. Let me define it. How many objects are there in this sentence? I play cricket. Here how many objects are there? And I already made you understand, already given the procedure that how can you find the object, how can you find out the subject, how can you find out the main verb or the finite verb in a sentence. All the procedure, all the systems already been given to you. You have to first learn it. Got my point? So that's very important. I play cricket. Now how can you define object in this sentence? You see. Now let me ask a question to this verb by the question word what. Okay, what? I play what? You got the answer, cricket. Yes or no? I play what? That means this cricket will be the object of this verb. Yeah, it is known as the main verb of this sentence or the finite verb of this sentence, and if you study deeply, it also called the transitive verb. What? Transitive verb. Why it is called transitive verb? Because transitive verb always takes an object. Okay, and why it is called main verb? Because there is only one single verb. That's the reason we can, because there is not any other verb except play. So, and main verb is also called the finite verb. So that's the reason we can call it finite verb, main verb, and transitive verb as well. So I play cricket. Now how did I define the object in this sentence? By using the question word what. I play what? We got the answer, cricket. So cricket would be the object of this sentence. Now the question is that how many objects are there? Only one object. Only one object. Only one object is there. Yes or no? I play cricket. Only single object we have found. How many objects we have found? Only one object. Because of this reason, we can call it monotransitive verb. MTV. Mono. M means monotransitive verb. What my point? So transitive verb is a verb which always takes an object. We have defined it. That's good. But if there is only single object we found, so we can call it monotransitive. Mono means single or one, we can say, and transitive means which always takes an object. That means a verb which always takes an object, single object, it is called the monotransitive verb. Got my point? Let me give another example to all of you. Let the example be given. Okay, let the example be given. Another example. Suppose he cooks rice. Okay, he cooks rice. Very simple and very authentic sentences are written over here, so that you can understand about the concept. Okay, so he cooks rice. So how many objects are there in this sentence, my friend? Let me define it. He is subject over here, and subject is pronoun, yes or no, and cooks is the main verb of this sentence, and rice is the object of this sentence. Now you can't ask me that, sir, how can you define object, how can you define subject? Already videos had been made, so please visit there and try to understand how can you find out subject and object. Already I have made it. He cooks rice. How many objects are there? Only you have seen that only single object is found, yes or no? Now ask it to the verb that he cooks what? He cooks what? So we got the answer, rice. So rice is a single object, so we can call it finite verb, also we call it transitive verb, also we call it monotransitive verb. I think all of you understood the concept of monotransitive verb. Let me see whether my video is seen clearly or not. Yes, it is visible perfectly. Okay, monotransitive verb. So all of you understood what is monotransitive verb. It is very simple concept. It is not a very hard concept, so you can understand. It's very easy and simple. Mono means only single. That means there should be only single object. Let me define another thing, is that what is ditransitive verb? Ditransitive verb. What does ditransitive verb? Transitive means what? Transitive means always should have the object. Always should have the object after the verb. But di means what? Di means two. Di means two. So what? Mono means one, means single. Okay. So if there is only single object, we can call it monotransitive verb, and if there is two object after the main verb, then we call it ditransitive verb. Got my point? If I want to write an example over here, so I can write write down, he teaches me English. Okay, I have written a sentence, he teaches me English. Please all of you write it down. He teaches me English. Okay, so let me define it. He is subject over here, and subject is pronoun. Okay, write down like this so that you can understand it better. Teaches is the main verb, also called the finite verb, also called the transitive verb, because we have already found there is two object. Me is also object, English is also an object, and it is called ditransitive verb. What? Ditransitive verb. And why we call ditransitive verb? Because there are how many objects? Two objects. It is also an object. Both are object. So how can you define object in a sentence? Using the WH question word. WH question word what and whom. And using WH question word what and whom, we can easily find out the object. Let me clarify it. He teaches whom? Ask the question. He teaches whom? You got the answer? Me. You got the answer what? Me. He teaches whom? Me. And if you want to go little bit, if you extend the question, he teaches me what? Okay, he teaches me what? So you got the answer English. So how many objects we found? In this single sentence, we have found 2 objects. Have you found? He teaches whom? Me. So one object. He teaches me what? Another object. So after transitive verb, have you got 2 objects? Got my point? So this is called the ditransitive verb. Ditransitive verb means there should be always 2 objects. And why should we know that whether what is the application of learning monotransitive verb and ditransitive verb? That would be very important concern. We have to learn about it because unless we have defined the object, we can't do the voice change. We are having a lot of problem to transformation because we can understand which object should come first, which object should come later. So we can't understand how can we define it. So if we want to do the voice change of this sentence, how can we do it? So we can just take this like this. I, me is the object over here. If I want to take it into subject, so I should use I. Yes or no? And the sentence is written in present indefinite. So we can write I am taught. What should I write? I am taught English by him. It is one answer. Second answer can be written also like this. English is taught to me by him. That means both ways we can, yes, convert it into passive. Got my point? So unless you have any idea whether how many objects are there, so how can you define it or how can you do the voice change? And if you don't do the voice change properly, so that means you can't write English, you can't speak English as well. Always you feel lack of confidence to speak also write. And because of that reason, we need to have the idea how many objects should be there. Okay, let me write another sentence which have 2 objects. Write down. If I want to write he. Okay, I think all of you understood this concept. If there are 2 objects, if there are how many objects, but important concept is that we have to find out the object. Already I have told you that using WH question word we have to find out the object. We have found that there is only single object, thus we call it monotransitive verb. And ditransitive verb means what? It means that there should be 2 objects. Already using WH question word whom and what, we have found the 2 objects. Got my point? And because I should not give more and more examples over here, because concept will be remain same, so why should I write? Why should I tell you? Because same concept will be told. Yes or no? So that will be important, that we have to understand what is the meaning of ditransitive. Ditransitive means there should be 2 objects and mono means only single object. That is the concept today we have learned. And previously already I have defined what is state of being, state of possession, action of being, action of happening, and also I have defined verb has been categorized in 3 parts: finite, non-finite, and my friend helping verb. And finite verb also defined, has been categorized that transitive, intransitive, and linking. Non-finite also has been categorized gerund, infinitive, and also participle. And third one, helping verb, also has been divided into 2 parts: primary helping verb and the modal helping verb. So what I mean to say, I want to say that you have to have the clarity about the verb portion. And if you don't have the clarity about the verb portion, that means I want to say, as long as you have any sort of clarity about the verb portion, you can't go extra mile in your career. So that I have discussed all those important sections. So that's all for today. Thank you. So my friend, I hope that all of you understood the concept of monotransitive and ditransitive verb. And if you don't understand, please send me in my comment box. I will personally reply to your comment. And don't forget to subscribe my channel English Gurukul, and let's grow together at English Gurukul. Thank you. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Tata. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.